Well, it's a big day for South African comedians. Trevor Noah securing the job as the host of The Daily Show in the United States. Let's go to Cape Town now. Standing by to talk to us is well-known, much-loved comedian Marc Lottering. Marc, a very good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. We all know that the comedy world is a competitive world, but this is a big kudos for Trevor Noah, and I guess also for local comedians, something to be celebrated.
Massive, absolutely. Something to be celebrated, Jeremy. When I first got the news this morning, I was quite upset. I said to God, how can one person be so successful, good-looking, and talented? And then I thought, enough about me. Let's focus on Trevor. And I do think it is amazing news. And this just, you know, we need for more South Africans to be seen in this light, to be known out there in the world for something phenomenal, for something good. And Trevor's the perfect man for the job. I am really thrilled.
Technically, try and define, if you can, his style of humour for us.
Trevor's smart, he's very slick, he's very stylish, and Trevor has that kind of humour that I think translates well anywhere in the world. Not everybody has been created to do exactly that. I, for example, know that that's not my thing. And that's what I love about Trevor. He's extremely worldly, very charming, very charismatic, and I think that's exactly what brought Trevor to this place as to where he is tonight and where he is right now. So it's a big thing. Yes, it's a huge thing. But I do believe, this morning I said, it's a very important time in the world. Just last night, somebody from Eldorado Park became Miss South Africa, and now Trevor Noah is replacing Jon Stewart. So this is an amazing time in the world. It's very special.
You've just got to ask what next is going to happen. Marc Lottering, the difference between traditional stand-up and there we go, we see Trevor Noah on our visuals actually doing that right now, and a television gig. The technique, the approach, the style, is it very different?
It's extremely different because when you are live and when you are in front of the audience, you're feeding off that energy. The audience feeds you, and you can go off on a tangent, go into a completely different direction as what you plan to do. But I think with television, it's very structured. It's all about the timing. It's all about the links, where you're looking, what you're saying. And in a sense, you know, even if it's a live show, in a large sense, it is scripted, and people rely on you to do certain things for cues and so forth. So you have to be extremely focused. You're also not hearing the laughter live as you would in a massive auditorium, which is what Trevor is accustomed to. So it takes a particular skill. But I believe this is something that Trevor can do, because I've hung out with him many times, and I think a lot of me has rubbed off on him. So I'm hoping that he will run with that. I've got big faith.
Funny you should mention that, Marc Lottering. I have also sat down with a man, and I'm seeing a lot of myself there as well. So, you know, for both of us, big ups to both of us. Just a final question. Is this going to be...
Jeremy, he can only but win.
Is this going to be a fillip, do you think, for local comedians? They see someone like Trevor Noah, who has managed to really scale the biggest heights of comedy worldwide. Obviously, it's going to be encouraging maybe to a new generation of younger comedians. One hopes so.
And undoubtedly. I mean, way back, I know for me, coming from the Cape Flats, it was Jonathan Butler. I just heard someone on radio talking about that now. And when something like that happens, you suddenly realize you're allowed to dream, and that's the significant thing in the world. People should be encouraged to dream. And then Charlize came along, and suddenly there was all this, you know, so many young people from South Africa going, I can make it in Hollywood. It is possible. It's hard, but it is possible. And I know that what has happened with Trevor, the same effect. It will be a good thing, just to allow people to dream, to allow people to see this possibility. So yes, it's absolutely amazing on every single level. And now I'm able to make a loan from Trevor Noah. He owes me some money. This is the perfect time. It's from God.
Comedian Trevor Lottering, I was going to say. Marc, that is just so unfair. Marc Lottering, live for Newsnight in Cape Town, reflecting on the success of Trevor Noah.